Smart but stuck, overthinking, perfectionism, and execution systems. 1. Executive overview. You assess why high cognitive ability can impede outcomes when it fuels analysis without action, perfectionistic delay, and avoidance of social and habit systems, and you translate the failure modes into concrete execution rules. Footnote. You frame the problem as misapplied intelligence rather than insufficient intelligence. 2. The overthinking trap. You identify serial research, platform comparisons, and tool collecting as displacement behaviors that simulate progress while producing no shipped work, and you prescribe biasing toward immediate, minimal output. Footnote. You distinguish cognition spent on decisions from cognition spent on delivery and favor the latter. 3. The perfection prison. You define perfectionism as fear-driven postponement masked as quality control, noting that unshipped drafts capture no value, and you adopt the rule that done, reviewed, and iterated beats unrealized ideal. Footnote. You replace unattainable flawlessness with incremental release and feedback loops. 4. Why IQ is not enough. You explain diminishing returns to cognitive horsepower beyond a threshold and elevate social and emotional competencies that govern persuasion, teaming, regulation of affect, and repair of conflict. Footnote. You shift the success frontier from problem solving in isolation to coordination with others. 5. The knowledge curse. You show how awareness of many contingencies expands choice sets until paralysis, and you counter with constraint tactics that collapse options to a single next action with bounded cost. Footnote. You trade global optimization for local progress to defeat analysis-induced inaction. 6. The execution equation. You adopt the rule that performance equals talent times effort squared, operationalizing effort as frequency, duration, and consistency, and you prioritize daily cadence over sporadic brilliance. Footnote. You make effort the compounding variable that dominates raw ability over time. 7. Breaking the fixed mindset. You replace identity protection with learning orientation, normalize visible struggle, and treat mistakes as data, thereby preserving status through growth rather than through avoidance of tests. Footnote. You convert ego threat into skill acquisition by redefining what competence signals. 8. The social intelligence gap. You recast small talk and routine contact as trust-building infrastructure, commit to offering help before seeking it, and measure progress by cooperative throughput rather than solo cleverness. Footnote. You treat relationships as production assets, not distractions from real work. 9. Building your success system. You design environment and defaults so action is easier than analysis, implement low-friction habits such as one-sentence starts and daily shipping, and forbid tool changes until after a release. Footnote. You engineer context to remove excuses and make execution automatic. 10. The 30-day transformation. You run a time-boxed experiment with one goal, daily imperfect output, and simple logging to prove that motion outperforms intention, starting before readiness and evaluating only after day 30. Footnote. You institutionalize bias for action through constraint, cadence, and delayed evaluation.